Hello and welcome. You're watching the Property Show with me, Manisha Natarajan. And of course, we together with Sameer Jasuja of Prop Equity will guide you to smart property decisions. This is our West edition where we trace property hotspots from all over Mumbai to Nagpur, Pune and Ahmedabad. And we also put the spotlight on the best housing projects that come in your budget. Well, let's take you through what's happening or coming up on the show today. Our top headline, the much-awaited Mumbai Trans-Harbour link gets a go-ahead from the Green Ministry. We ask experts how it will open up potential residential markets and if this will finally ease off the housing pressure in the Navi Mumbai region. So watch out for that big story and the discussion which follows it. Homes in a budget of 2 crore plus in well-connected prime property locations of Mulund in Mumbai. Also projects from reputed builders in one of the most promising destinations of Navi Mumbai, Panvel, all under 40 lakh rupees. And our continuing focus on the property show, the decreasing livability of our cities. Eye-opening data comes from Mumbai, which shows that the city's air has touched the unsafe zone. So it's creeping closer and closer to Delhi. A home for every budget in Pune's top micro market starting at 50 lakh also on the show, and of course right up to 70 lakh rupees. And projects with top class amenities in a pocket-friendly budget of 45 lakh rupees in Nagpur. As over 2,000 project-affected people are awaiting rehabilitation in Mumbai's eastern suburbs, we raise the big question, are Mumbaikars paying the price for rapid urbanization? And why has the government failed to keep up its promise of providing shelter to the displaced? So that's a power-packed rundown for you. Navi Mumbai, Nagpur, Pune and Thane are the 4 markets we'll cover right up front. So let's bring up Sameer Bhogate on the phone line with us. Sameer, hi. I believe you've got a budget of 40 lakh rupees. Where do you want to buy?
I'm looking for a property somewhere near Panvel.
Okay. All right. Is there any specific reason why Panvel? Is it the budget or are you, working close to it?
It's more about budget, and I belong to a place which is very close to Panvel, so I want to invest in Panvel.
All right, great. So Panvel, Sameer, lots of exciting things happening with this market. Prices have been very modest for the last 1 year, so it's looking more and more affordable. So under 40 lakhs, do we have enough options?
Yeah, the only challenge was that Mr. Bugate was looking at a 2 BHK and that was not going to be possible in Panvel. So we have shortlisted options which are 1 BHKs. From a long-term perspective, Panvel is a very good market considering that now one is talking about Mumbai's real estate reviving a little bit, especially in the mid-segment where projects like Godrej's project in Vikhroli and Oberoi's project in Borivali have done exceedingly well. So if you go in for affordable projects or mid projects in Mumbai, there is a good chance that prices will start to look up sooner than later. However, Panvel is an investor-driven market which hopefully will become a beautiful little city in itself and a self-contained city with a lot of integrated townships over there because developers have large land banks. If you look at it, the situation right now, not looking that good on paper, 30 months of inventory overhang, 5,300 rupees the weighted average price for the mid-segment and about 9% is the annualized price appreciation in this market. The 3 projects that you can consider are Gayatri Chaya by Dubey Group. This is a project in advanced stages to be ready by 2016 or early 2017. It's offering decent amenities like fitness center, a children's play area, but not much because it's a very small project of 70 units only. It's 4.5 kilometers from Palaspe Junction, JNPT Road. Next, you have Blue Crest by Agarwal Group. This project is also a standalone building, so don't expect too many amenities, 90 units only. All they're offering you is a fitness center only, and project is about 4.5 kilometers again from the Panvel Junction. Lastly, we have Siddhi Vinayak Eden by Siddhi Vinayak Homes. This is the cheapest out of the 3, 4,350 rupees. So looks attractive because the weighted average price is a good 20% higher than this project. And this is the largest project consisting of 10 odd buildings of G plus 2 stories. So it's a mid-rise, low-rise kind of a project. And still offering good modern amenities like a gym and a small clubhouse, amphitheater as well.
Sameer, I'm just looking at the weighted average price of the market is about 5,300. All the 3 projects shortlisted are much below that. So clearly then the amenities automatically come down, isn't it? I mean, the houses become simpler.
Because this was, the budget was so constrained.
Budget was so constrained, 40 lakh rupees.
We had to look at smaller builders, we had to look at projects which were standalone buildings, and then of course the cost of construction comes down and you're being able to pass on that price advantage to the customer.
All right, so Sameer, that's the good thing. You've got 3 projects in your budget, and all these 3 projects are ranging between 4,800 rupees to 47 to actually 4,800 rupees per square foot, which is much lower than 5,300 rupees per square foot, the rate for budget homes in Panvel. So take a look at either of these 3, and I'm sure you'll like one of them. Abhijit writes in and he says, Abhijit Bise is his name. He says, I want to buy a property, 2 BHK flat in Nagpur at Wardha Road. My options are Manish Nagar and Narendra Nagar. My budget is 45 lakh rupees. Suggest me a suitable project. Also in other localities which fall in and around Wardha Road. So well, Wardha Road's always been the market that we've liked in Nagpur. It's obviously one of the most sought after markets right now.
Well, in this price point for sure, at 3,200 rupees being the weighted average price point, so you can get good projects in your budget in that micro market. It's a key transport corridor, which is also emerging as an industrial hub in Vidarbha region. Wardha Road has also got decent infrastructure, livability, and there is proximity to the international airport as well. Although at one point in time this was considered to be a big investment destination, which it continues to be, with a 28-month inventory overhang and a weighted average price point of 3,200 rupees. 7% is the price appreciation of this micro market because of its investor-driven nature and slightly still away from the main areas of Nagpur. The 3 projects that you can consider are Jayanti, Nagari 5 by the Abhijit Realtor Group. This is at 3,700 rupees, about slightly more expensive than the weighted average price of the market. But then again, you have great amenities, clubhouse, indoor games, senior citizen walkways. Project is located in Manish Nagar, 2.5 kilometers off Wardha Road, which is a slightly better micro market, and is good in terms of social infrastructure proximity, 1.8 kilometers from Sanjeevani Hospital and 5 kilometers from the Nagpur airport. Then we have Galaxy Apartments by Maharishi Builders, trading at a price point of 4,100 rupees, but this is all-inclusive price point, offering you swimming pool, clubhouse, sports facilities, again 1.5 kilometers from the Sanjeevani Hospital, and in Manish Nagar itself. It's going to be ready in 7 to 8 months, so closing to coming near completion. And lastly, we have Pyramid City 2 by Pyramid Group at 3,100 rupees. This is an integrated township consisting of residential buildings, schools, hospitals, and even malls. The project is ready to move in since 2015 over here. The project is ready and offering you great amount of amenities, including a club, swimming pool, jacuzzi, sauna, steam, and children's play area and community hall as well.
All right, so that's Nagpur, Wardha Road, and well, locations in and around a budget market, upcoming micro market, or let's say budget market of Nagpur. 3 options for you. So take a pick out of any of them. So, I mean, Sameer, you look at this market's inventory overhang 28 months. Panvel we looked was 30 months. So literally it's an end users market. If you want to buy, go ahead and buy.
Absolutely.
If you want to live in, rather, you go ahead and buy. Otherwise, from an investment point of view, it's a very, very long wait for real estate in these markets to go up.
Well, one is talking about things really looking up in the real estate markets in the near future, but our guess is that that's not going to happen. Primarily because I think the stock markets today now are not looking that bright. So the only avenue that people are expecting will return some kind of good returns is real estate now. So people are again started to think about real estate.
Okay, 7% is better than negative 7%. I guess that's the story between real estate and stock markets. Okay, Nikhil Sohani on the phone line with us. Hi Nikhil, I believe Pune is the market that you're looking at. Go ahead, tell us your budget and we'll of course lay out the best options for you.
Yeah, hi, my name is Nikhil. My budget is close to 55 to 60 lakhs and I'm looking for a 2 BHK apartment in Pune, particularly Wakad area.
Okay.
And I'm looking it for my own use and use.
All right, are you working in the IT sector?
Yes, IT sector, Hinjewadi I'm working.
And how young are you? Your voice sounds so young, Nikhil.
I'm only 34.
Okay. All right, only 34. I somehow thought he was in his early 20s. It's a young, fresh voice. What do you think, Wakad?
Well, Wakad is a micro market that we've been constantly recommending in Pune, and it's been doing fairly well. If you look at the inventory overhang figures, they're just about 15 months, which is excellent for any micro market in today's day and age, where inventory overhangs, as Manisha was mentioning, are way over 28, 29 months in most micro markets, even though there is considerable amount of supply in this micro market, and we're talking about the mid segment here. Price appreciation is also reasonably decent, 9.5% on an analyzed basis. And the projects that you can really look at are Opus 77, a project which is roundabout at the weighted average price of the market at 5,500, decent amount of amenities. Project is although very small, it's only 140 units, but has swimming pool, clubhouse, gymnasium. Project is 2.5 kilometers from the Wakad Chowk and 2 kilometers from the Hinjewadi IT Park. So proximity to Hinjewadi always helps in even further price appreciations going forward. Exclusive by Sonagra Homes in Wakad. This project is a project which is only 1.8 kilometers from Hinjewadi Phase 1 and 2.2 kilometers from the Akshara International School. It's about a 1.5 acre project offering you limited amenities here, only a clubhouse as such, and developer has a decent reputation in the market. The Almonds by Chintamani Developers in Wakad, again located at Bhumkar Nagar in Wakad, 3 kilometers from the Hinjewadi Phase 1 area. It's got decent amenities, and developers got a local reputation, not a pan-Pune reputation as such in that micro market itself.
All right, so well, let's bring up Nikhil Sohane's options. Anybody who's got a budget of about 50 to 60 lakhs, and Wakad is a market in Pune that you would like to look at properties. Some of the properties culled out on the basis of good data is Opus 77, Exclusive and the Almonds. All right, let's move on. Gaurav Singh writes in to us and says that I want to buy a 1.5 BHK flat in Tata's New Haven project in Boisar, Mumbai for investment. This will cost me about 22 lakh rupees excluding stamp duty and registration. Super built up area 675 square feet and carpet areas 458 square feet. Kindly help me in terms of the project. Any legal issues, location, what is the future aspect, how safe is it to invest in this project? So, okay, interesting that even for a Tata project, he wants to know whether there could be any legal issues. I mean, look at the trust levels where they are, Sameer, but it's unfortunate.
But it has happened in a project that I've seen that Tata's could not get the permissions and they had sold some projects, some apartments on pre-sales, and they were stuck with respect to permissions.
Right, right.
So I don't think his question is, I think his question is pretty sound even with the Tata name today.
Okay.
Although 99% of the projects are sold by Tata's after they've approved, after they've got all the approvals. Tata New Haven 2 is a good project, although slightly more expensive, but because today branded realty is the only realty that's kind of selling, and people are paying a premium for developers who have the credibility and the track record of delivering and executing projects on time, and Tata is definitely one of them. Project is also an IGBC certified silver rated green project. It's only 4 kilometers from the Boisar railway station and 5 kilometers from the Tarapur MIDC. Project plan are in place, and project is approved by even SBI Bank. The project is spread across 46 acres, so a very large project consisting of 64 buildings of G+4 stories. So you can go ahead with the project, worth paying the premium for a Tata name. Although the micro markets weighted average price is about 2,800 rupees for the mid segment, it's a highly affordable micro market with 26 months of inventory overhang and a 7% analyzed appreciation. However, you can look at 2 more projects which are slightly cheaper if budget is a constraint. Sai Siddhi by Asha Realty, a project only trading at 2,551 rupees a square foot, 800 meters from the Theme College of Engineering and 4.6 kilometers from the Boisar railway station. Developer has got a local reputation. He's also offering you a clubhouse and senior citizen sit-out area, but nothing much beyond that because it's a small project. Then you have a Mahindra project as well, which is Happiness Phase 2 by Mahindra Lifestyles at 3,000 odd rupees. project spread across 13 acres. So again, reasonably big project with an IGBC certification, 4.5 kilometers from the railway station. And they're offering you amenities including an oval cricket kind of a ground, amphitheater, gymnasium, clubhouse, badminton court, tennis court, you name it, and they're offering you all that in a price point of 3,070 rupees.
Wow. And how much cheaper is it to the Tata project?
About 10%.
10% cheaper, all right. And also a branded name. So
Yes.
there you go. So we give you options which are of course also from branded developers and also come to you cheaper, but nothing wrong with the project that you've shortlisted. Take a look at that, and also these two that we've shortlisted, Sai Siddhi and Happiness Phase 2. Well, moving on to living from property. High property prices and poor infrastructure wasn't bad enough for Mumbaikars. Now the city has to worry about decreasing quality of air. Data from monitoring agencies show that Mumbai may be heading Delhi's way with air pollution reaching dangerous levels. What's causing this and how will unchecked pollution affect the livability in the city? Nikhil Narayan Sivdas has this report.
AQI numbers, emissions and air currents. K.S. Hosalikar, the Deputy Director General of Meteorology, has been poring over this data over the past few weeks. As part of SAFAR, the System of Air Quality, Weather Forecasting and Research, he has been tasked with analysing air quality levels in Mumbai, and the results so far have been worrying.
Overall Mumbai, the air quality for the dust particles like PM 2.5 and PM 10 is in the range of moderate to a little higher on that, that is more than 200 to 300. Now this is really not a good sign. I think we need to check it before it crosses more than 300.
Over the past week, Mumbai's air quality has steadily worsened, with the Air Quality Index AQI showing air pollution levels between 240 to a little over 300, with areas like the BKC, the western suburbs, Malad and Borivali falling into the poor and very poor categories. The AQI refers to the concentration of particulate matter in the air, with PM 2.5 and PM 10 being considered the most common pollutants. Even moderate levels of these particles can be hazardous to health.
The literature says that even 2.5 can be a severe, can severely affect to a person who is suffering with the lung disease or who is having asthma or something like that. So very fine particle, once it goes into the dust in your lung, I think it is almost irremovable.
So who is to blame for the rising levels of pollution? The culprits are bad infrastructure and unplanned construction, two other reasons why Mumbai is becoming an increasingly tough city to live in. PM 2.5 is generated through vehicular traffic, and slow-moving and stalled vehicles release more dangerous levels of this pollutant than fast-moving vehicles.
Number of vehicles in Mumbai are lower than Delhi, 1/3 of Mumbai, but roads per kilometer, vehicles per kilometer of road about 3 to 4 times more than Delhi. So it is a twin issue of traffic congestion, slow movement and the pollution.
On the other hand, construction activity releases PM 10 pollutants in the form of dust and debris. Most under-construction projects observe little or no waste disposal norms, with construction activity carried out in the open air with no netting or material in place to trap airborne particles. If urgent measures aren't taken to address this problem, experts believe that air quality levels in Mumbai will deteriorate even further. And if that happens, Mumbai's future will be in trouble.
There are a lot of factors that people take into account while making real estate decisions. Price, infrastructure, location, and pollution will be a contributing factor for sure.
The government is considering several measures including CNG and implementation of odd-even traffic rules in the city. But sources say that political infighting may mean none of this will be implemented. Will the government be able to get its act together to curb pollution? Or will Mumbaikars have to deal with one more issue that's making their city increasingly unlivable? Time will tell. From Mumbai, Nikhil Narayan Sivdas, NDTV.
Alright, that's Mumbai. Well, they have the sea, so their pollution levels haven't hit Delhi. Thank God for that. But the city also has to wake up and recognize that big pollution problem. Meanwhile, Mumbai's Trans-Harbour link gets in principle nod from the Environment Ministry. We will examine on the other side of the show the impact it will have on the property markets in the Navi Mumbai region. Lots of markets will get an upstart with that development. And the latest launch on our property tracker, Godrej Vihan in Badlapur, Thane.